Chris here from Videomaker. Today, we're diving into the Sony ZV-E10 II, a camera packed with features for only $1,000. We'll break down its specs, strengths, weaknesses, and whether it's worth buying. Let's get started. The Sony ZV-E10 II features a 26-megapixel APS-C XMOR-R CMOS sensor. This means that you'll need to consider the 1.5 times crop factor. This isn't a problem, just make sure to choose the lens with this in mind. If you want to shoot at 35mm, you'll need to use a 24mm lens to get a 35mm field of view because of that crop factor. It shoots up to 4K 60p in 10-bit 422, offering high-quality video recording, and can capture 120 frames per second in HD for smooth slow motion. The 3-inch touchscreen LCD has a notable feature: it adjusts for vertical shooting. The 759-point fast hybrid phase detection autofocus system impressed us with its accuracy and speed, essential for keeping subjects in focus. The product showcase mode worked well, quickly shifting focus to subjects held up to the camera without any frustration. Additionally, the directional 3-capsule mic captures audio from in front or behind the camera, providing flexibility for different recording scenarios. The camera is available in black or white, though it's worth noting that most Sony lenses are black with only a few silver options, and the white lenses being limited to the 70-200 and larger telephoto lenses. Strengths. The ZV-E10 II excels in several areas, making it a strong contender for video creators. The ability to record 4K 60, 422, 10-bit internally is impressive, providing rich color information for more flexibility in post-production. As Sony does with all of their cameras, they include S-Cinetone, S-Log3, and S-Gamut 3 Cine color profiles, allowing you to make cinematic looks or extend your color grading options. In terms of design, the ZV-E10 II is compact and lightweight. At only 377 grams, including the battery and SD card, this makes it highly portable and ideal for on-the-go shooting. The articulating screen with touch tracking and menu control is convenient. It allows for easy adjustments of settings and quick focus on your subject. The enhanced 3-capsule directional microphone improves audio quality, capturing clear sound from different directions, which is vital for vlogging. Let's take a listen. This is the test of the microphone of the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II. This is in auto mode, and I'm in front of the camera. This is now with the microphone in front mode, capturing what I'm having to say. Maybe it sounds different, maybe it sounds the same as auto mode. Now we're gonna check out rear. I'm giving you my hand to look at so you have something to look at, but this is talking from the rear. And let's see if this sounds different. Maybe if I'm showing off my hand here and I'm talking on a vlog, this is what it would sound like. So here's in all directions. Maybe you can hear more reverberations. It's capturing audio in every direction, not trying to dictate if what it needs to capture is in front or behind the camera, but rather capture in all directions. We felt the audio quality captured by the directional 3-capsule mic was better than expected. What do you think? We felt it did especially well when recording from behind the camera, making it useful for various shooting scenarios. However, the mic did pick up more reflections than desired, capturing audio in all directions. The vertically rotating user interface is a thoughtful touch with those who create vertical videos for platforms like Instagram and TikTok. The camera also offers excellent streaming capabilities, enhancing its utility for live broadcast and online content creation. For creative options, the ZV-E10 II includes 10 creative look modes and S&Q mode for in-camera slow motion and time-lapse videos, providing ample opportunities to experiment with different styles and effects. Compatibility with Sony's E-lens mount and multi-interface shoe allows you to use a wide range of lenses and accessories, expanding your creative possibilities. In our tests, the battery life was commendable, lasting for 2 hours and 14 minutes in 4K, 24p, 10-bit, 50 megabits per second at 422, which is sufficient for most shooting sessions, but there is a caveat. More on that later. Weaknesses. Despite its many strengths, the ZV-E10 II does have some drawbacks. The camera lacks in-body image stabilization, relying instead on digital stabilization. The camera offers digital image stabilization in 2 modes, standard and active. While standard mode doesn't introduce an additional crop, however, active mode does, and neither mode significantly improves stabilization. Additionally, the camera suffers from noticeable rolling shutter issues, regardless of the resolution or frame rate, which can be problematic for fast-moving subjects or panning shots. Overheating is another concern for the ZV-E10 II. When shooting at 4K 60 frames per second, 10-bit 422 at 200 megabits per second, the camera overheated every 20 to 25 minutes, with a total battery life of only 1 hour and 37 minutes. This can disrupt shooting sessions and necessitate breaks to cool down the camera. However, when shooting at a lower quality of 50 megabits per second, the camera didn't overheat, so unless you plan on recording long clips at the highest quality, overheating might not be a significant issue. In our performance tests, the ZV-E10 II showed mixed results. The low light performance was typical for mirrorless cameras, with noise becoming noticeable at ISO 800 but still usable up to ISO 6400. The camera offers 13 stops of dynamic range when shooting an S-Log S Cine gamut. This provides more information in the shadows, which is beneficial for color grading. The button locations and assignments are well thought out, with all essential controls easily accessible and reassignable for customization. The ZV-E10 II allows you to import your own LUTs, enabling you to preview your footage with a customized look, which is helpful for ensuring consistent color grading. Shot assists like focus peaking and adjustable zebras enhance the shooting experience, providing confidence in manual focus and exposure adjustments. The camera's smartphone capabilities, like file transfer and start-stop recording, add convenience, especially for remote control and quick sharing of content. However, the camera only has one media slot, requiring a V90 card for XAVC-SI 4K recording to capture the highest data rates. On the plus side, it can run off USB-C PD power, extending its usability in various shooting situations. Marketplace. When considering the ZV-E10 II, it's helpful to compare it to other cameras in the same price range. The Nikon Z50, priced at $860, features a 20.9 megapixel DX format CMOS sensor and a 209-point hybrid autofocus system with eye detection. It can shoot 4K at 30 frames per second and Full HD in 100 frames per second, making it a solid alternative. The Canon EOS R10 at $880 offers a 24.2 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor and dual-pixel CMOS autofocus 2 with 4K 60 frames per second and HD 100 frames per second capabilities. The Fujifilm X-T30 Mark II, costing $900, boasts a 26.1 megapixel BSI CMOS sensor and a 425-point phase detection autofocus system, shooting 4K at 30 frames per second and HD at 60 frames per second. Lastly, the Sony a6600 at $1,000 includes a 24.2 APS-C Exmor CMOS sensor with 40 focus and 425 phase detect points, along with 4K at 30 frames per second and HD at 60 frames per second, and 5-axis sensor stabilization. Now, since you've made it this far, should you buy one? First, let me tell you how to take your video production to the next level with our free webinar. The Beginner's Guide to Video Production, Everything You Need to Know, is just an hour, and you'll gain valuable insights and techniques to improve your video. It happens every month and is your gateway to better content. Register now and start making impactful videos. Link in the description. And didn't I mention it's free? The verdict. Thanks for watching. Now the verdict. So, should you buy the Sony ZV-E10 II? The autofocus is better than expected at this price point, making it a reliable choice for capturing sharp, in-focus footage. However, the steady shot image stabilization isn't worth using. The directional audio is a standout feature for vlogging, capturing clear sound from different directions. While the camera doesn't overheat in every format, it's unfortunate that it does when shooting at its best quality. Despite these drawbacks, the ZV-E10 II has a distinct Sony look and would be a great companion for content creators looking to capture their stories.